Enter the LennyVerse episode 4.
In this video, we will explain what is LennyVerse's Community Initial DEX Offering, or CIDO, how it works, and what are the advantages of participating in the presale rather than waiting for the token to be tradable on a secondary market. Before doing so, let's first explain what an Initial DEX Offering, or IDO, is. An IDO refers to a fundraising method where a project launches a coin or a token on a decentralized exchange called DEX. A DEX is a type of crypto exchange platform that depends on liquidity pools where traders can swap tokens. On the other hand, a community IDO refers to launching a token directly from the LennyVerse website to create the liquidity or funding for the supply of tokens. We want LennyVerse to be the first story-based token to be launched by its community. When launching the project, every participant becomes an owner of the project even before the supply is launched on a DEX. This will reduce the pump and dump and Wells risks. To prevent these risks, the dev team innovates by introducing this novel concept of community initial DEX offering. The CIDO smart contract will work as follows. Step 1. The community IDO will be launched for an indefinite duration and will be offering 50 billion Lenny for a goal of reaching 1 million Binance USD coins. Early adopters will be able to add contributions to the CIDO through the website. They will also be able to retrieve their contributions or part of it whenever they want to. When the amount added to the smart contract reaches the goal of 1 million Binance USD, the CIDO will stop accepting more contributions and the project will be able to move on to the next step. The maximum amount that can be contributed to the CIDO per address is 5,000 Binance USD. This will prevent the creation of whales and will guarantee a distributed ownership throughout the community, as we do not want anyone to hold too much market power. Step 2. When the community IDO reaches the goal of 1 million Binance USD, the dev team will deploy the first liquidity pool on a decentralized exchange called PancakeSwap. It'll be the Lenny/Binance USD liquidity pool using the amount received from the community for the equivalent of 50 billion Lenny. This will allow the deployment of Lenny on the secondary market without any arbitrage in the price. 20 billion Lenny are owned by the dev team and 30 billion Lenny are owned by the community. Once the liquidity is deployed, the community will be able to claim 50% of the amount of Lenny they own through the CIDO immediately. For reasons of security for the whole community, the other 50% will be locked and participants will be able to retrieve 1/10 of those 50% once every 3 weeks cumulative through the website. When participating in the CIDO, you also receive LP tokens. For example, if you contribute 1,000 BUSD to the Lenny BUSD liquidity pool that has a total worth of 1 million Binance USD, you would receive 0.1% of that pool's LP tokens because you own 0.1% of the crypto liquidity pool. The LP tokens become your claim to your share of the pool's assets. Holding these LP tokens give you total control over withdrawing your share of the pool without having to match with a buyer at a fair price level or a need for an external market maker. They also represent your BUSD contribution that is staked in the CIDO, meaning that every transaction fee of 0.3% on the secondary market will be paid to CIDO participants based on the contribution they made in the liquidity pool. This is another great reason to participate in the CIDO. Well, some of you might ask, why will 50% be temporarily locked? Well, this way it protects the whole community involved as it controls the liquidity during the first few stages of the project. Community members might also be worried that some people decide to sell 50% of their available Lenny holdings right away. Well, if that happens, they still possess the other 50% that cannot be claimed instantly. Should they sell 50% of their holdings right away, that might also affect the remaining value of 50% they still hold. Hence, the success of LennyVerse relies heavily on gathering a solid community believing in our project. Here is an example of Bob contributing to the CIDO. Bob decides to contribute 1,000 BUSD to the CIDO. Once the community IDO reaches 1 million BUSD, the Lenny BUSD liquidity pool is created as Lenny tokens are deployed on PancakeSwap. Bob immediately receives 50% of his Lenny tokens now, which represents 25 million Lennys, and 25 million Lennys over the course of 8 months that he will have to claim. He can claim 1/10 of these locked 25 million Lenny tokens every 3 weeks, which represents 50,000 Lenny tokens, and can claim 1/10 of his eligible LP tokens every 3 weeks as well. Now that we have explained you this innovative concept of community IDO and how it works, let's see what are the advantages of actually participating in the CIDO. You become an owner of a new trustworthy project that promotes content creation on the blockchain. You purchase Lenny tokens at a discounted price before the deployment on the secondary market. When contributing BUSD to the CIDO, you will earn interest coming from the transaction fees on the secondary market, called staking. And finally, we will do an NFT giveaway of LennyVerse's first NFT collection that only CIDO participants can win. In summary, it is worth noting that each early adopter who participates in the CIDO will receive an amount of Lenny tokens as well as LP tokens in proportion to their contribution to the CIDO. This ensures the solidity of the project in the long run. The liquidity staked by the community, including the dev team, will be redistributed at a rate of 1/10 every 3 weeks. And finally, the community and the dev team will be able to claim their LP tokens through the LennyVerse website. This concludes our video. Thank you for watching the presentation of our innovative concept of community IDO. Save the date. The community IDO will be launched on January 17th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We really hope you liked this video, and if so, don't hesitate to share it. All useful links will be in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on Discord and Twitter for frequent updates. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.